or
Yeah, you might want to,
just for your
for the
signatures?
vote, we might want to do
Yeah,
that.
so,
Just for the record.
just for the record.
Before we start,
Aye.
at least with the work session, right?
No, we're not having a work session.
15 minutes, no?
Huh? No, we're just gonna dive right into it. 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Daniel, do you want water?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
You guys want a bottle of water?
No, thank you.
You want to go over it?
Yeah,
Daniel?
it says on the study meeting 5:45, but we didn't, on the email, it didn't say that, it just said 6 o'clock.
So I just want to make sure y'all's all on
You guys
time
have-
so we can.
Only if you guys have questions, we can go over it. If not before, can you just go right in? It's up to you guys.
The only thing, your staff report,
Oh, I gotta get a copy of that.
Copy too. I copied everything but that.
made a mistake in the staff report. Third.
Hated my wife. She perceives everything I do and it's like, I think I've got a perfect document. She's, by the end it's through, it's.
It works. So, how do we fix the mistake, Milt? How do I fix the mistake?
Got your copy of the staff report,
Yes, sir.
on page 4,
Okay.
comments from the staff. I think that was from last month.
Correct. Sorry about that. That actually, there's no comments from staff.
Like I say, it's easily fixed.
Staff report isn't part of the public record, is it?
Yes, they are.
Go
Yeah,
into
they are.
the file.
Yeah, but.
Yes, they are. They even posted online some of them, if per request. But you guys during the meeting can request to that I fix the staff report.
Press the what?
Request that I fix the staff report before we do it. Yeah, for sure.
Just this button, the big button, right?
Hey, Steph,
Hey,
Hello, hello.
mine doesn't do anything.
Now, Stephanie. Oh, wait, no, you can't. Across it. How are you?
I switch you guys up every week. I don't know.
Musical chairs.
So, let me tell you guys, I made a mistake on the staff report. Milt was graciously announced it, but I have some problems with it, so So the part that says staff comments, please ignore that. That needs to be deleted. That's from the previous.
He's on page 4.
Page 4. Comments from staff, that should be gone. Sorry about that.
Okay, cross that out.
How do we turn this on?
I'll turn that on. Are you gonna have to email?
You look pretty
It's already on.
high-tech having a laptop.
I refuse to kill a tree to print all this crap.
It's a noble gesture. I'm proud to know you.
I'm with you there.
Sorry.
We all have our purpose.
Good for you, Gail.
I kill trees all the time, I guess.
Well, I do too, them good old elm trees. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Script.
You have enough room, Dustin?
Oh, I'm fine. I usually take up more than my share, so.
I go, that's dinner if Jeremy passes the basket. So do you have to leave work early to get here?
Depends on the day, yeah. I always just, I could stay till midnight every night and still never get caught up, so I just sometimes have to wrap it up and go whenever.
You're the boss, you can do that.
That's
Maybe not.
Your office in Lehigh or American Fork?
Saratoga.
Oh, you're out in Saratoga.
Yeah.
It's booming out there.
What do you do, Dustin?
I work for Bank of American Fork.
Oh.
Last month was the mayor.
I said 5:45 with the mayor. But
No, with Daniel.
no,
You want to pass this back if there's any more?
I'll be having more for sure.
Send it
Had
back
his
and forth.
turn.
Take a squad. Just in case I leave.
That was last month, wasn't it? I can't even remember, between planning commission meetings and DRB meetings.
Last month.
Okay.
I don't know where I saw that, Dan, or if I was just remember.
No, we just had, there's just a lot of conflicts tonight, so that's why we started it early tonight. So you like dark chocolate? Stephanie does.
I love dark
That's a good old thing, isn't it?
That's like a 70, what's it say on it, a 70% or something? Or the box of it,
72.
72. I don't like that bitter.
The higher the better.
Isn't Frank gonna be here?
Nope.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I thought I told you that. Maybe I didn't tell you that. He sent an email, so. He,
I
he
looked this
replied on
property
the
up.
other one, June 1st he can be here, but I thought I'd let you know today, but I forgot.
At the end of the meeting, if you guys, I can explain a little bit what happened with the other one. Just don't shoot the messenger, but I can tell you what's going on with the other one. After we're done with this one, we can talk about June 1st.
June 1st.
Already stabbed Barbara in the back and twisted the knot.
I didn't say much though, did I?
But I can tell the rest of you guys so what happened, and yeah, we can go a little deeper into that.
Do you need anything, Daniel?
Pardon?
Do you need me to get you anything? Are you good?
No, I'm good. Thank you,
Okay.
Barbara. You're so sweet. Thank you. And just for the record, we are being recorded as right now.
So watch what you say.
Watch what I say?
Yeah.
You can go home and watch it live on YouTube.
That's what I always wanted to do.
If you get bored, you can just,
Not bored, but thanks anyway. I have better things to do with my time than
you're
watch
you're
YouTube, but
quilting, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
You ever come to planning commission meeting or city council meeting and sit in the audience, and when they say all in favor, say aye, you say aye.
No, I haven't done that.
You and Pat did once. I mean,
Look at you funny.
huh?
Did they look at you funny?
I don't know if they heard it.
Pleasant Grove City
After-
Board of
after I
Adjustment
did
meeting
it, I-
held May 18th,
It dawned on me what I'd
2017
done.
in the city council
You just
room.
automatically, all in
Item
favor,
one.
say aye. Aye.
So do any of you have your applications in for council?
What's that?
Why would we
City
want to do
council
that?
or planning commission?
Run for city council, June 1st.
I did
Bill?
that once.
Can throw your hat in the ring?
I did that once.
I've done that before.
Bill?
I did it once. I ran.
I know you did. He was almost there.
He was as close as you
I don't
could
think
You as close as you can get.
I don't think you can knock him into that again.
No, I'm not up for that.
And I have stupid stamped on my head for this board. I'm not gonna do that again. No.
You've enjoyed this, haven't you? Yeah, just for now, and it's been,
Have any of you guys served in the planning commission?
I served there a long time.
Gail was on there for a long time.
Planning commission is fun, it really is.
Yeah, it's a
fun.
good,
That's the
it's
one I
fun.
work with, the planning commission.
It's a little fun, it's funner than this. I like this, but it's funner than this because you can be wild. Here you have the 5 steps, you know. the
You
5
stay
two.
right with the law, huh?
Well, yeah, you got. Planning commission,
Stinking
you can
rules.
Planning commission, you give them conditions
Well, and you're also
and,
do preparing ordinances. and
yeah,
that for the-
ordinances and
city, yeah.
setbacks and.
And they feed you. They never fed us. Don't.
You do, you get dinner.
Yeah,
We
they
meet
feed
at
you.
6 o'clock because a lot of them
Yeah.
come right from work.
How long do they usually last?
Oh, the last one went till 10:30.
Oh
They
my.
have to cut off
Yeah, I
at
turned
12.
into
They
a
used to go
pumpkin
to
at
2 or
8.
3, but.
We
In
had
the
them till
morning?
2 or
Jim-
3 in the
yeah,
morning.
Jim Dancliff made them cut off at, I think, actually 11 or something.
It's 11. They
And
can't
then
go past 11.
You have to go get a motion, go past 10 or something, and then.
That's the one I manage, that's a fun one. That's a fun one.
It gets,
used
because
to
you get a
be
lot of
in the rock
public
and
and
roll
it gets
days
pretty.
Yeah.
Besant and Warburton and a few of those other guys were on it. Not Warburton.
Pat was on the
signing guy.
planning commission for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, Pat was on the planning. Those guys would go to 2 and 3 in the morning because it was rocking and rolling at that time.
I think,
We
have
better
five-
start.
We have 5 city councilmen, right? 5 city council, 5 people in city
Yes.
council. 2 of them were in the planning commission.
Yeah.
Jensen and, yeah.
Yeah, Diana and, okay. You ready, Milt?
Yeah, let's get started. Okay, it's 6 o'clock, 18th of May, and this is the meeting of the Board of Adjustment. I'm Milt Fugel, Chairman of the Board. I'd like to welcome everybody here, members of the public and members of the staff, members of the board. Mrs. Johnson, has this meeting been properly advertised as required by the Open Public Meetings Law?
Yes.
There are 4, we got 4 regular board members and 1 alternate, so everybody will be voting tonight. Mr. Ritzel
Reitzel.
will be voting with us or against us. Let's see. Has anyone on the board had any ex parte contact between yourself and any of the parties that we're hearing from tonight? The item that we're hearing from about tonight? No?
No.
Okay, we only have one agenda item, and I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda as the order of the day.
Mr. Chair, I move we approve the agenda.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, this is the outline of how the meeting proceeds. First of all, our member of the city staff, Daniel Cardenz, will give us an overview of the item we're here to consider. After his presentation, it's open to the board members to ask questions, any questions that you might have on the item and anything that he's brought up. After he's finished, the applicant, I'm assuming the applicant is here? Okay, good. The applicant will have a chance to stand up and present any information that you have. I ask that you keep it, if it's information that Daniel has already presented, then let's not repeat that. Just any new information or anything you would like to add to what he has said. And you have to stand up to the microphone there to do that. No, not right now. Nope.
We'll tell you.
Yeah. And then after the applicant is finished,
It's not that bad, trust us.
after the applicant is finished, then we'll give time for the board members to ask her any questions that they might have. And after that, we'll open the meeting to anybody, any public person that's here that has any comments on this matter that's before us, whether they're in favor or against. We'll give you a few minutes to speak on that if you wish. After the public comment time is over, then the open meeting part is done, is closed, and the meeting is, the time is spent for the Board of Adjustment to discuss among ourselves the item, and then we can ask questions from, if we have any new questions that come up, we can ask questions from the staff member or the applicant. During that time, we don't want to have any input or interruptions, please. We ask that if you have a cell phone, please turn it off. If you have to take a call or call out, please step out of the room. We'll now proceed with the item on the agenda.
Chair, board members, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you guys' service. Today item, it's not a variance. It's a historical property, a special exception. Usually when we have a variance, we have our, we have our 6 boring rules. In this case, we have certain rules. It's not 6 of them, it's three or 4 of them. I think that I put on staff report already, and we're gonna base our decision on that. The applicant is Georgiana Borwigan. The property is located at 359 East, 500 South. This property is located in the R18 zone, single family residential, and is for a lot width exception for the creation of a future new lot. So, in the past, and you may know more than me about this, but in the past, when the settlers came to any town in Utah, most of the lots were long and narrow, especially on the areas that were just a little outside of downtown. The reason why they did that is because they will locate the home in the front, facing the street, and then they will use those long, narrow piece of land behind for to plant their crops. They will plow the land, so it was easy to, in a type of rectangular lot, to put the home right here and then plow one way, the other one, and so on and so on. So many cities, not just Pleasant Grove, but I would say, well, all of the cities, 90% of the cities in Utah, they had some early settlers. That's how they develop the land. As time has passed, people have subdivided the land in different ways and ways that they found appropriate, but there are still many of those lots. There are cities that still have 90% of the lots around downtown are like that. We already passed that. It looks like we already developed a lot of our downtown or the historic area, but we still have some of those lots in the city. So in this image that I have right here, this is where we are in this area right here. So you can see it's really close to downtown. It's just in the outside, in the skirts of the downtown. So this area right here. Now, if we look, this is an area of the city. Pretty much everything around this area is considered historical. So that's definitely part of the historical district, if we may call it that way. Now, right now, that lot is located in the R18 zone, meaning that it's single family residential. The 8 comes from, because the minimum lot size should be at least 8,000 square feet. And there's other requirements to come up with in a new lot in a subdivision, like the width of the lot. Every lot in this zone should have 85 feet width. So from here to here, this is the frontage. In this case, we have a double lot frontage lot because we have a road right here as well. So the distance between the east property line and the west property line should be at least 85 feet. So that's just an aerial view of the same zone, just to give us an idea where we're located and where the lot is located. Again, we're located right here. This is the downtown area, and this is the location of the lot. The lot is 20,909 square feet, and let's see if I got to the next. There we go. So that's a little bit what I explained earlier, that in the R1 zone, except corner lots shall have a width of no less than the following for the subzone in which said lot or parcel of land is situated. In this case, we're in the R1A zone, so the minimum required width is 85 feet. So when I talked to the applicant came to the front counter, and I have a discussion with the applicant about future development of the land. So pretty much what they are proposing is to eventually to come out with a 2-lot subdivision. And so when I did the measurements of the lot, that's what we came out with. So they have 258 feet long, but they come short by 4 feet on what is required. Then I, as a staff, we got together, and then we realized that it's part of we have a section of the code that talks specifically about this type of lots, and that's within the Board of Adjustment responsibilities to work through that. And if in the staff report, let me see, on page number starts on page number 2. That's what I wrote, where we talk about the historical property a special exception. It's under the variances, but it has a different type of requirements. So pretty much what it says is that lots can be subdivided. Sorry, we can, let me see. I'm gonna read it actually just for everyone who's watching us. So it says that historically, many parcels within the older sections of Pleasant Grove City were developed with deep, narrow parcels. An increasing number of the owners of those deep, narrow parcels elect to subdivide their parcels by defining one or more building lots. Normally, flag lots. In this case, it's different because we have 2 frontages behind their existing home. In many cases, there is adequate area to build because of the depth of the parcel, but the deficiency in the width of the parcel or the location of the existing home does not allow for either the designated flag stem road width or the required setback from the existing home, or both. So a historical property exception variance is hereby established and may be used as the discretion of the Board of Adjustment for mitigating the zoning requirements of existing previously developed historical properties. The following standards shall apply. A property is considered historical if it was established on the tax rolls with the residential dwelling on a legally subdivided parcel prior to August 20, 1985. So I did some research with this. I called the county, I dig into the county records, and I could find records from May 1st, 1980. That's the earliest I could find. Obviously, the home was built way before that, but just for legality, that's the earliest record that I could find on the county. So that automatically qualifies for letter A. Letter B, the historical property special exception variance may be granted if the requested variances do not change the requirement of the zone by more than 20%. So I have an, sorry. Yeah, it's right here. By more than 20%. So if the requirement for width, it's 85 feet, 20% is, the code allows us to reduce it for 20% for 17 feet. However, in this case, the applicant is only requesting a reduction of 4 feet, which is 3.4%. That's what the applicant is requesting for. Okay. And finally, in the event multiple variances are being requested to qualify a given lot for a building permit, the Board of Adjustment is authorized to apply this historical property special exception variance to no more than one of the requests. In this case, we don't have multiple requests, just one. So we're not requesting a setback variance or a lot size variance. We're just requesting the variance or the special exception for the lot width. Now, here's an image that I had from, I think it's 1990. That you can see how this is before it was subdivided. Most of the lots are long lots. And here it looks like this part, this is the LDS church, I think. So obviously that's subdivided, but even these lots, narrow and long, narrow and long. That's just to give you an idea of how Pleasant Grove used to be in the time of the rock and roll, as Christine Gail will say that. So this is what the applicant is proposing. Now, when this, when the surrounding areas were developed, it was nice enough that they have another street running right here. Right now we have a situation that helps us a lot, because we won't have a double frontage lot anymore. But what the applicant is proposing is to have 2 lots. That's what they're proposing. Here's an image that I have that shows the square footage. As you can see, both lots will be above the required 8,000 square feet. That's a picture of the property as it is right now. That's that picture right there is if we were standing right here. So that's from the south. As you can see, it has a home right there, so it's already been developed. And that's the picture of what is proposed eventually to be developed. So that's what I have in the staff report. I don't know if the members of the board have any questions. I'll gladly try to answer them.
Has this lot already been subdivided? Because it has 2 parcel numbers on the county.
It looks like it was a quit claim deed, or they did something, or maybe they tried to do a lot adjustment, but that's not the legal process of doing. So for us, no. If someone wants to build a home, we won't allow that. It wasn't legally subdivided.
They are not going to put a a road in there, the driveway to get from one lot to the other. In other words, their fence is there, and the only access from the road, the
Correct.
established road. Okay.
And that will be even a way to clean up previous mistakes, if I might call them. When they did that, see if I have a picture, I think right here. That one right there, that's right now there's 2 parcels and they have a stamp. So when they did that, I mean, right now you can do that with any other lot. You go and quit claim deed it. But once you want to sell it, and once you want to subdivide it, that's when problems come. So you need to go through a subdivision process.
So that's why that extra red line is there, because that's a separate.
At this
deed
point,
one
yeah.
point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have another question.
Yes,
On
Chair.
Page 3, 2A, it says, with a residential dwelling on a legally subdivided parcel. So this parcel where the home is was legal when the home was built?
Correct. It was.
Okay.
Yes. And that's what I said, that I looked for that, and I found that it was in May 1st, 1980 was legally subdivided. Yeah.
Any other questions for Daniel? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
The applicant, Mrs. Borwigan?
Yes.
Okay, you have to talk into the microphone because this is being recorded.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want me to, I don't know what,
Just state your name and address for me.
my name's Georgianne Borwigan. My address is 359 East, 500 South, Pleasant Grove.
Okay, do you have anything you would like to add to what Mr. Carden's
No.
presented to us?
No, that's what we're wanting done.
He explained it pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody on the board have any questions for the applicant? Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Anybody want to make any comments on this application, for or against? No? Okay, we'll close the meeting for public discussion. We'll bring it up to the board here, and we'll discuss among ourselves and see if we can come up with a motion. Anybody have any comments?
Seems like it's cut and dried. If the planning commission gets a lot of these, but generally what happens is they have to put a flag, they're trying to put a flag lot in. There's driveways and things to get to that back lot. With that front access, with those street access on both sides and separate lots, this is a slam dunk, it would seem to me.
I don't have any concerns.
Any? Well, this is boring. Okay. Anybody want to make a motion?
Have any concerns since it's so boring? Do you want to spice it up or?
No? Honestly, I don't.
Then I'll move, the Board of Adjustments approve the request by Georgina Borwigan for a historical property special exception from City Code 10-9B-4, lot width which requires each lot or parcel of land in the R1-8 zone to be at least 85 feet wide, allowing any future subdivided lots within the boundaries of the aforementioned parcels to be 81 feet wide on property located at approximately 359 East, 500 South in the R1-8 single-family residential zone.
Second.
Yeah, I have a question on that. Did you specify in there that the property width is 84 feet?
81 feet.
81.
81 feet.
Who said that they were supposed to turn off the phone?
Who gave us the lecture on?
Okay,
Chair can do anything.
we have a motion, it's been seconded. All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? There you go, you have your special exception. I get to use the mallet. Thank you very much. Okay. We need to go over the minutes from the last meeting. Have you all had a chance to read the minutes?
Get minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
I think I emailed it with your agenda.
Yeah, I've got it right here. Bring it out.
I've got a copy. Anybody need a copy?
those are
another
the
tree.
ones
Oh, I
you
have
need
a
to
copy.
sign, right?
This is the one,
This
right?
is the one you need to sign if there's nothing wrong with
April
them.
20, it was this,
April 20,
Oh, okay,
2017,
okay,
that one
okay.
right there. Yeah.
yeah.
I have one question. On line 18, the motion that says,
I don't have any to look at, so.
oh, there,
Line
She's got it. I
18,
gave it back to her.
did I make that motion
approve the
to,
agenda.
change the minutes, or did I call for someone to make a motion?
Well, I think you wanted to move the minutes first because the applicant was late. So
Right,
you just
yeah,
moved that we'd do
I
the minutes
understand that,
first.
but I just,
I think I made the motion.
I can change it if you want to just put Gail in there instead of
I
you.
don't think the chairman can make a motion.
Okay, I'll put Gail in there.
I think it
I
was
just-
Gail.
I think it was me.
I
If
think it was
wasn't,
Gil.
who's
Okay.
the loudest mouth on the organization?
Okay,
Yeah, no, I know we
because Gail
talked
did the
about
motion, Gail did it all. I'll put Gail on there.
it. We talked about
Okay,
to
I'll switch
rearrange
that
it,
up.
but that's
Okay,
that's
line
the only
18,
thing I have on there.
Christy Hansen. Okay, that's an easy fix.
Anybody have anything else? Motion to approve the minutes?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the minutes as amended on for the Board of Adjustment meeting of April 20, 2017, with the corrections that were noted.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. That's all we have for official board business. So we'll adjourn the board meeting and ask Daniel to give us a reason why someone wants to have a meeting 1st of June.
Do we shut that
Mr.
off?
Chair, should we adjourn the meeting and then
Yes.
we can turn the mics off?
Yes.
Yeah, Okay,
Mr. Chair, I move we adjourn the meeting.
Well, you don't have to second that.
Yeah.
You just close it.
yeah, just motion to adjourn, that's it. Say that.
Mr. Chair, I move we adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, we're adjourned. What's the?
Push the button